we'll wait Benny versus Yummy Blah Blah right now. And we're going to go into it down in the bottom left in the blue. It is going to be Yummy. Yummy throwing down an aggressive house versus his opponent in the top right. In the red, it is Benny. Alright, so Benny is obviously one of the favoured players in this tournament. He didn't do so well last week, but obviously he's a pretty darn good player overall. And I think he's currently ranked something like rank 2 in the world. So he clearly knows what he's doing, and he is going to go for a quick den rush. I don't really want to call it the Marion build, but it almost is. And his opponent is also going for den, and it's only about 5-10 seconds behind. Oh, is this? Oh, this is Whirlway, not sorry, I was expecting what map was it? Village of the Guards. Village of the Guards had destructible rocks around here. Whereas Whirlway actually is just a sort of simple 2-base with that entrance. Sorry if I sound a little bit distracted, but we will be going straight into this. Venny's wolf is going to pop out in a second, but it shouldn't get here too early. But Yummy should be able to hold on. It will be a pretty similar case to the last game. And there we go. The first wolf pops out. It's on its way. Yummy should just be able to rally to his main base, have enough wolves to just hold on to this and then transition out of it. Venny's aggression shouldn't theoretically do too much. And looks like he is going to save up the gold to expand right behind this. Unless he's going for racks. He could go for racks. No, it looks like he's going to try and grab another base. Alright. So Yummy is one of those players that he's been around in a few times. Is he just going for the scouting wolf? Oh no, Yummy, start another wolf. There we go, the second wolf's already on the way though for Venny, so... And the third, there could be an opening. There could be an opening for Venny to do a chunk of damage here. Now, as we were saying, Yummy is one of those players we've seen around a little bit. He's played in a couple of tournaments, but nothing major to his name right now. I can't remember where he's hanging around in the rankings, but I think it's sort of mid-20s to teens. Not bad, but nothing staggering just yet. But he will take a fairly nice engagement in this choke here. Venny was some nice micro, but the choke point of Yummy will allow him to just force the engagement the way he wants. Then he shouldn't get too much damage done, not being able to force the Stillmon. And Yummy right now looking in a pretty sweet spot. Oh, he doesn't want to let his wolf get surrounded, but with all that extra health on his wolves, he should be okay. But then he's going to go for two wolf den, pretty much all in off one base. And right now he is 2 wolves ahead. So he might be able to force this. Yummy's got to realise he's getting outnumbered though. He does have to realise that. I wonder if Venny might actually hold up a few wolves and then rush in all at once. Oh, nice there from Yummy Blah Blah actually, just to set up the concave, say no, you can't force an unfavourable engagement for me here. I know exactly how I want to play this. And his second base is up. He's actually chosen to split his workers, which I don't really agree with that decision because it's not as efficient, but there we go. Oh, Yummy's going to try and go in for it though. His wolf on the left hand side will get surrounded. 2 wolves caught on the outside. He might take this engagement favourably. He takes down 1 wolf, but another wolf is going to arrive for Venny. And right now it's 7 versus 5 and so many are in low health. Yummy Blah Blah may have just opened the gates to a lot of wolves he did not want to make friends with. He's going to lose 2 wolves on the left hand side here, dropping down to 3 in his base. He's got to pull workers to deal with this. Another wolf's going to get surrounded and picked off on the left. This is an awful position for Yummy right now. His economy is decent, But he needs to hold this. He doesn't have any more production facilities behind this. And there's 2 wolves at a time coming out right now for Venny. There we go. He's going to use the workers to try and protect those wolves. Another wolf pops out, and a 5th one is on the way. But they're so low health, they're going to get picked off in just a second here. He's trying to try and get this around on the wolves. The workers come in here, and weirdly enough, they're making the construction sounds, but then he's going to lose a few wolves if he's not careful. There we go. Another... Oh, does micro back. The 2 wolves get picked off in quick succession, and Yummy's going to be able to hold. And he's actually in a really nice position there. That was actually a really nice hold. He basically didn't lose any workers. But then he's going to keep pushing this. Yummy building up a lot of gold. I'm not quite sure what this is heading. I've got to assume there's some kind of fort tech maybe on the way. But I don't know. But right now, Benny's got a stack ton of wolves on the way. Yeah, it is going to be fort tech. There's a stack ton of wolves on the way, and they're going to have upgrades. There's no way you can go fort tech here. You need a tower, because Benny's just going to keep pushing this. Venny isn't set up to play the late game here. He's just going all in. And another wolf from Yummy is going to go down the left-hand side. The surrounds are pretty good here. And the workers are trying to focus fire. So many wolves are on really low health for Venny. So I think Yummy is going to push this away and hold. Once again. And he can afford. He's got 7 workers up. He can afford to just spend workers right now holding this. Which Venny can't. Venny has to get some damage. But weirdly enough, despite 2 wolves at a time, he's just not doing anything. Another wolf's going to get picked up. He's actually pretty much even. Well, no, he's not even on wolf count. Where's all these wolves? Alright, I guess they're just on their way across the map because they're not in this fight. Venny does know about the fort though, so that's probably why he's trying to put on so much pressure. He knows he's in trouble if that goes up. One more wolf's going to get picked off on the left-hand side. The upgrades are not kicking in yet. They've got another minute. But look at this choke. This choke from Yummy Blah Blah just allowed him to completely force engagement the way he wants. He will allow wolves now to trickle in. They're going to get in on top of these wolves. And Venny, this is one of the longest all-in holds I've seen in a long time. Workers are going to get pulled once again. A lot of these are on really low health. Yummy needs to pull some higher health workers to deal with this, because he is going to lose all of his wolves in the back here. But there we go, the fort finishes up. And if you've ever played Protoss, that's kind of like the Nexus Easy Cannon. And that's going to hold off a huge amount of these wolves. There's no way that natural base is going down. Workers are basically actually he's managed to pull all the high health ones. He's microed the low health ones back. Oh no 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 no! Venny gets trapped in the corner. All these low health wolves are going to get picked up for free. There we go. More go down. These workers can just be microed back. And Venny's going to try and take a second base behind this. He concedes that the all-in didn't work. But I don't think that's going to happen. I really doubt that grabbing that natural base is going to be the answer. I think he's in trouble. I think that may kill him right now because Yummy? Yes, about that is now his name. Yummy's first Dragon's Lair is on the way. Then he's going to try and force an engagement on the Wolves Den. And he does have a... Actually, no, he actually has the worst end of the army right now. He does have, however, the +1 upgrade, so that's going to make a huge difference. That's basically like having basically like an extra wolf. Yummy Blah Blah basically does 3/4 of the damage, so he may as well not have one of these wolves. That basically may as well not exist. So he's doing well to hold on in this choke though, and he's gonna... Oh, he tries to swap out the low health wolves, but then he's going to use that to try and push in on this engagement. The tower though now is... Well, the fort is in range, that's going to do some more damage. And this is a beautiful hold here from Yummy. Absolutely excellent play to hold on, despite the fact that he's down an entire production facility. And he does want to engage under this fort if possible. Oh, no, he might lose a worker. But he's ahead by 10 workers, so it really doesn't matter. Then he's going to try and run into the main base though. He will see the Dragon's Net They're literally about seconds from completion, but once again, I think if workers get pulled, nothing gets done here. I don't know why Venny isn't focusing his workers. They're so low health. Literally 10 seconds in that worker line could buy him the game, but the first dragon's on the way. These wolves once again getting surrounded, and the +1/+1 is about to finish from Venny. It's not enough. He's thrown so many wolves at this. Like, easily 20-30 wolves have gone into these attacks, and it's not done anything. Like, he's basically... I don't think Yummy's let him kill a single worker. He's traded against the wolves den, like the one wolves den at a time. The second wolves den is going on. But look at this. Yummy's just going to clean up. He's going to say, I don't care about your upgrades. I don't care about your second wolves den. And my dragon's about to complete. And right now, Venny actually has no towers. He has no towers, no riflemen, no mages, nothing that shoots up. So he's basically going to have to hope that he can get enough wolves to win. And he can't. Yummy has 2 wolves dens. And a dragon. There's no way that the couple of wolves beat that. Venny is deciding to grab his own dragon's lair. See if he can go toe to toe. But that's not going to work. There we go. The dragon's going to do some damage to these wolves. It will take a little while to kill all of them. And in fact, he's just going to go and skip that, go to the main base. But all Yummy has to do right now in the middle of the map, just buy time. The more these wolves are here, the more they're sort of not... the more there's nothing at home, and the more that these workers are all alive. This becomes just an even more fantastic position for Yummy Blah Blah. He's going to start picking a few workers yet. He doesn't have quite the critical density he needs. But Venny's in trouble. There's just nothing here for him. He does have 1 tower now boosted out in the main base, but his natural base is going to get shut down. And Venny doesn't even say GG. He's just going to leave the game. Yummy Blah Blah going to take game 1 off Venny. Alright, so we're going to get map 2 off Venny in just a second while we update this. Blue player goes up 1 game. Alright, so it's going to be winter. Alright, Venny's just asking for a second to get himself ready for the next game. And then we'll be streaming that one in just a moment. We've actually got 8 people watching, that's pretty cool. We used to be up at like 14, 15 at one point, but not quite so active right now. Alright, I'll just post the winter then, while everyone joins in. Alright, just gonna check if the players are ready. Alright, players are ready. You guys said you wanted to see this, so 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and let's go. It's gonna be the 1 to 1.0 up in the top right. It is gonna be Yummy Blah Blah in the blue trunks once again. And looking to come back in this series, it is in the red trunks, Venny. Now, I'm going to be pretty surprised if Venny goes out in this series. He was one of the strongest players in the game. He would basically, any tournament that he didn't go up against Jibs, he would win. Like, he'd basically just stomp his way through the whole tournament, easily take it, and then go, just take first place. Like, nobody really questioned that he was one of the top players. But recently, we've seen a lot of sort of up-and-comers, Marion and a couple of others, and even possibly today Yummy, just take him apart. He's just not been showing the same sort of performance that he has been. But we'll see how well that goes for him. He's trying a lot more wolf aggression today, so maybe he's learning from his mistakes. But once again, it's going to be the sort of... I'm basically just going to call it the Marion build for now until someone comes up with a better name, but it's going to be the Marion build versus one den expand. And on such a large map, again, I don't know how much damage it's going to do. Like, obviously the choke is a lot wider here, and it's not set up with the house, so it might do some damage. But we saw it do basically no damage even with the second Wolves Den last game. So I'm really surprised he's sticking with this. But we will see. So, Yummy, I guess, pretty confident going for the same build. Now, Winter is one of those maps where it's basically becoming the new Lava Bridge. It's basically the new just go-to macro map. Just because there's fairly defendable choke here, and the fairly easy third base. Like, the entrance here is a bit easier, but you can counterattack through the trees. And the first wolf is going to get in, but it's going to be met pretty shortly by Yummy's first wolf. And once again, Yummy's expansion is going to go down way faster. Next wolf is on the way though. So Venny might get some damage done. Maybe, if he controls this well. But right now his first wolf is getting zoned out. Oh, he misclicked. He went to go for the work in the natural, and he will slow down the production of the second base. But not for very long, only for a couple of seconds. His wolves are now in here, but there's workers on top of them pummeling it in. They're actually going to get trapped here in the corner. Oh, but he does get a nice round on one of Yummy's wolves, so we'll actually take this one for... Oh, Yummy! What? Oh my gosh! Yummy! With probably the most clutch wolf save I think I've ever seen. That was ridiculous. He basically managed to pull the workers in front, move the wolf back, and then use hold position to deny the wolf from going any further forward while his wolf ran back to save it. That was ridiculous. I actually can't believe he saved that. So right now there's about 3 for 3, but the worker hold is going to make this a lot easier for Yummy than it is for Venny. There you go, the fourth wolf is going to pop out, and Venny says, alright, my aggression's got shut down, and he's going to throw down the expansion once more. So the early aggression clearly not working yet for Venny. He obviously typically was a little bit more of a macro player, and I guess that's showing out in full force here. There we go, Yummy with some nice focus fire, refocuses on the wolf that tried to get pulled back, managing to pull his own wolf back and actually keeping a whole ton of this alive. He will lose one wolf, but this effort from Venny has just got completely deflected. So the wolf count, sorry, the worker count and the gold count is pretty even. It's slightly in Yummy's favor, but like only by a tiny amount. Really not very much. But the more important thing is that this second base is delayed. It's demoralizing. Like in a game like this, when you need to make a 2-0 comeback, having your entire aggression just shut down again is just got to be frustrating. And Yummy is just going to go for the same thing again. He's going to go for that dragon's lair. And he will have a lot more gold to spare this time, not having to sort of deflect all this extra wolf aggression. Oh, then he gets caught out a little bit, but he's going to try and do some scouting. So it's going to go back to a little bit more of a passive game, and oh, he hasn't seen it yet. He will do with this extra wolf pressure coming around the left-hand side, though. Oh, will he? Will he? There we go. He sees that sort of going up, but it's already halfway done, and he does start his own dragon's lair once again. So, Yummy one worker up, gives him a little bit extra gold. So if you look, Benny's down on about 150. Oh, not sure where Yummy just spent the rest of his gold, but he did have a little bit extra. Oh, they both threw down a testing lab. So, I like Yummy's position a little bit better. That little bit extra gold, that little bit better map presence. Oh, nice use of the worker to pin that in. Really nice. Venue was looking to slip the scout in, but the whole position picked that up. I don't think Venny really wants to engage out on the front here. He's going to try and pick up a wolf, but that's it. He has to back off before the concave comes in. And first dragon nest is going to start up. The second one should start up in just a second here. Venny actually, with a nice around this wolf, he might... Oh, not quite going to pick one off. There we go. He's going to back off for now, and that's actually going to allow Yummy to rest on map control for a little bit, and he will scout that is basically going to be a mirror build here for the moment. Then he needs to throw down those dragon's nest basically right now. What's he doing? Where's he spending his gold? He's got no gold. Okay, there we go. There's the double dragon's nest, and that will give him the choke point he needs. But Yummy's going to see. There we go. Scouts the entire build. He knows what's up. And he's got to be feeling alright. His tech is already started. And, oh, he's not. He's skipping workers, actually. I don't know whether that's a deliberate part of his build, because he's got the perfect saturation, or, okay, no, he will. It was just a mistake. He's going to start some more up. But, again, I just like Yummy's position a little bit better. There's an extra couple of wolves are going to trade great underneath. The upgrade's slightly faster, the dragon's nest is slightly faster. The economy now, though, is very marginally better for Venny, but it's going to take a while before he catches up an actual gold mine that he can put towards anything. And Yummy's just going to do some scouting. This is going to be really close, because it basically comes down to whoever has the best micro and the best positioning. Dragon versus Dragon is basically a battle of pure micro. They take so long to build that the macro is important, but it doesn't matter as much. You've got to have those upgrades, and you've got to have the micro. You've got to be able to pull back. And Venny is actually going to lose a micro battle right there on the left-hand side, so Yummy's going to pick that wolf off pretty soon. Yummy actually not hover microing, so he'll lose a little bit of DPS on that, but it's very difficult to do while you're trying to manage everything else. The upgrades will finish for both players, but Venny only now starts his dragons. So he's about, what, 30-40 seconds behind? That's ridiculous. Like, you can't afford to be that far behind in Dragon vs. Dragon, but he is, and it's going to cost him. So Yummy's is going to pop out in just a second, and we'll see how much damage they do. The fort is obviously going to do nothing. There's no towers up, there's no rifles. It's just going to be dragons versus dragons for Venny to try and hold on here. That's all it's going to come down to. The wolves can harass a bit, but there's a fort here, they're not going to do as much. But they can contain. There we go. First two dragons are going to pop out is... Looks like Yummy's actually going to wait for the second pair. He's going to go up to 4 dragons and then force the engagement then. Maybe? Nope. He's just going to listen to what I say and prove me wrong. Oh, he's going to go pick off a wolf there. Cool, that's a nice free pickup. Bink, bink. And third shot, there we go, wolf goes down. So that just gives him an even stronger ground lead. He does need another 2 workers though, he should have this base better saturated, that is a mistake. First start for Venny, and he knows he has to play defensive. Oh. It's a caster's curse. As soon as I say something, he tries to prove me wrong, but as much as he wants to move out, and he will get a few free wolves, and Yummy giving away one for free at the front there, possibly just to free up some extra supply. Yeah, as much as he wants to be a little bit aggressive with this space, sort of get the space around his base, with the extra dragons, 4 here and another 2 on the way, he can't. He physically cannot be out on the map. And now the upgrades are even. So we'll be able to check that just by clicking on Yummy's units. It's going to be 4v4 and the upgrades are going to be equal, so it is just going to come down to micro. The reinforcements are going to be faster for Yummy though. And there we go, Venny gets the first salvo off, but the focus fire is pretty good here from both players. He's going to try and back off, but dragons are pretty damn fast. There we go, the focus fire is actually probably better here for Yummy. Venny actually having a dragon dropping down to orange health, whereas Yummy's got his damage spread out between them. Venny's going to lose a dragon here, first one goes down, and that's going to give Yummy an excellent lead in this fight. 2 more dragons are almost done, they're about 30 seconds away from being complete. Venny once again with poor focus fire, he just can't. He hasn't managed to take a dragon out of the sky yet, which he really needs. He desperately needs that. Yummy's up 3 dragons, which is just a stupid amount. There's nothing here to defend, and I think Yummy is gonna do it. He's gonna try and chase down this extra dragon, but Venny's gonna force him off for a second. But this dragon reinforcement from the left-hand side will actually get possibly a pick-off here. There we go, 1 more goes down. Venny taken out 2-0 by Yummy here. Really, really impressive play by Yummy there, and possibly not what some of us were expecting. I think Venny, surprisingly enough, is not at his not at his peak. So Venny's actually going to get eliminated right now. And Yummy, let me just double check that. Oh, sorry, I've got the wrong overlay on. Yep. So Yummy will go up 2-0. So next we should have Yummy versus Afterstar, I believe. Yeah, so see, I don't even know how you pronounce that, but someone on Twitch chat is just complaining that Dragon vs Dragon suck. But it happens. I don't mind. Dragon vs Dragon is, I don't know, that was pretty good. That did actually come down to player skill rather than... Oh, whatever. That's what I get for reading Twitch chat. Alright, let's see if we can get Yummy versus Afterstar going on. And we'll just pop the timer on for another 5 minutes. Alright, so we're just going to message players, get a quick response from them. Let's see who we're going to get playing. Just trying to get a reply from Afterstar once again. We'll be going up against Yummy if if he's here. The reason we're not running Jibs versus Shadow just yet is Jibs wants as much delay as possible. Alright. Okay, Afterstar's ready. They're going to call rock, paper, scissors, and we will get the first map pick in just a second. Alright. Alright, so the pick is going to go to Afterstar for the first game. My window once again being absolutely filled with just windows. Yeah, I'm sorry the music's a little bit repetitive occasionally, guys. Okay, so it's going to be winter. They're just waiting for me because I'm slow. So the player is going to be Afterstar. Okay, and Afterstar wants another odd couple of minutes. Sorry, we've not got the countdown timer up there for you. That's how useless I'm being. Let's get the countdown timer up so you can actually see how long you have left to wait. Alright, so we're playing in just a couple of seconds as soon as Afterstar's back. Okay. Alright. Playing just. Oh, drop down back to 8 players, not the 11. Sad face. Right, this music has actually been looping now, so let's put something a little bit different on. Let's switch. Let's try this for a minute. Some different music in. Alright. So I think, yeah, all the overlays set up. Alright, so we're going to go into it in just a second. Alright, Afterstar's ready, Yummy's ready, and we're going into winter once again. This is gonna be Yummy in the top right hand corner in the blue trunks once again. His opponent down in the bottom left in the reds. It's gonna be Afterstar. Now, both players looking to go for a fairly similar build. No one rushing anything out just yet. Yummy says no funny stuff. So obviously this is single elimination. Whoever loses this set does go out of this tournament just completely today. They will win. They will win a few rank points, which is nice. That will be useful for starting off the next season. Players possibly asking for a remake if it's lagging. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't actually seen that edit. Is that? Oh, it's the same on both sides. So we'll cover that in a second. It is going to be the same Wolves Den build out of both players. Afterstar choosing to boost his a little bit. So it will be a tiny bit faster, but we've seen that doesn't make much of a difference. And the interesting change to this map that I hadn't seen before today is that there's now this gap in between the main and the natural. So it makes harassment a little bit easier. You can dance back and forth. Tower doesn't deny quite as much space as it used to. Sorry, players just complaining a little bit about lag. So right now, the first wolf of Yummy is going to be finished. Oh no, it's just starting. Sorry, it's going to be Afterstar's wolf that's just finishing up, and that's going to try and see if it can do some damage. All it will really get is the scouting of the stuff at the front of the base, and the expansion will go down in just a second for both players, I would assume. So it's actually going to go down a little bit faster for Yummy. I think that cuts slightly into worker production, if I remember, unless it times out. I honestly haven't seen this build in a little while. Yeah, it cuts a tiny bit into worker production, not a huge amount. Whereas his opponent's build should be timed out, I think, to expand a little bit later. He's just going to go a little heavier into the aggression. They're actually going to move right past each other in the middle of the map. And they will have some fun over in Yummy's base. Afterstar might actually catch this wolf out. It is out of position. Yummy's going to get a full scout off. And he's going to see there's no expansion. But he... but he could risk actually getting taken out of his main base. The second wolf pops out, so he should be able to hold for now. He says, oh my god, it's funny stuff, but he sees the expansion go down. No funny stuff out of Afterstar just yet. Just a delayed expansion. But that might put Yummy on tilt. On edge even. He doesn't know quite how much aggression is on the way. And there we go, the base will finish up for him now. I'm not quite sure I agree with this split plan, but I guess it works. I guess it makes it a little bit better against dragons. And he might lose a wolf in the middle of the map here. He's already got full scouting information, so there's not really anything else for him to find out just yet. So, I don't know. I don't like that decision. I think he needs to juke pretty quickly. But no, he's going to go for the scout. And Yummy should be able to hold this own. 3 wolf versus 3 wolf. Like, he should be in a fantastic position. Oh, but actually, never mind. He knows his opponent much better than I do. And he's going to scout Afterstar's base the second that fort starts. Oh, he's going to lose a wolf in trade that... Oh! He's going to make use of that new gap, possibly? No? No, he's going to go the other way. And it is going to be a retaliation fort out of Yummy blah blah here. Yep, Afterstar confirms it. And I know there's that one little troll in chat who's going to tell me that the games suck because dragons. But I think it's going to be pretty exciting, seeing whose control is going to be better here, and that's what it does come down to. It's no build order wins, it's no, oh you had better upgrades, it's going to be control. It's going to be who has pure mastery over their units. I'm actually going to let Yummy get away there. Mainly actually just come up and defend. There's a little bit of pressure here, but this shouldn't do anything. Not really. But there we go. Afterstar does start the animal testing lab, but not till a little bit late. Like a good sort of 20-30 seconds behind. I wonder if this is something that he's not really played enough on ladder. That he's not properly defined. He should have defined, refined. He will have enough wolves though to push this away. Yummy Blubber is going to try and come in and force this, but the fort is going to finish in lag. Officer lag. So the fort will finish up in a second here, and that will be able to push these wolves away. So we just wait for both players. So we'll take this opportunity to talk about a little bit more of the large scale. Oh, no. That's actually going to be just a disconnect there. We will have to restart, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Afterstar crashed out. Alright, we will be rehosting in just a second. That's rather unfortunate, but we can't really avoid that. Occasionally players' internet just crash out on us. Okay, so we're just waiting for Afterstar to return. I assume he's just trying to sort his internet out and work out what went wrong there. Ah. Alright. I'm sorry for the unusually long pause. Again, there's a lot of this stuff that is just out of my control. We try to run these as smoothly on time as we possibly can. We tend to keep them down within about 3 or 4 hours, which is fairly good, in my opinion. We managed to keep things running fairly smoothly, but occasionally stuff like this happens, which is just out of our control. There's literally nothing we can do about this. But as soon as Afterstar's back, we will run the next game. If not, then... Did we update it after the last one? No, we didn't have the last one. Alright. That was the first one. Afterstar. As soon as your internet comes back. Alright, so we're going to be going into the map once more. Alright. So I do apologise, we missed the countdown there. I was trying to deal with some more admin stuff in the background with players, but here we go. At the top right hand corner in the blue once again on winter. It's gonna be yummy blah blah. Yummy for short. We're good friends now. Down in the red, it's gonna be the Rising Star Afterstar. So both players gonna be going for basic exactly the same build. Not really necessary, it's not really a gentleman's agreement or anything, but it's the builds they're happy with. It's the builds they it's the builds they're comfortable doing. And Yummy just says, it's fine, you can take the free disconnect, I'll just take points off your ladder later. And Afterstar is going to go for this build. It's a little bit of a variation on the Marian builds. We've seen a lot of people try and adjust it, tweak it, see if they can make something work. This version appears to be 1 on house and 2 on den. So I guess it just preserves a little bit of the speed and then doesn't have the worker skiff. I've got to assume that's the idea of it. But both players are basically going to do exactly the same thing. I'm surprised Yummy is actually once again rallying all the way out. weirdly enough, he's actually really directly on his opponent's wolves then. That's quite funny. There's, no, he's not the same. Oh, that would have been a lovely little mirror. But the first wolf will start now. I wonder, are we going to see a second wolf then? Are we going to see the mix-up? Nope. Okay. It will just be the expand for now then. Alright. So, I'm just going retarded because I can't think of what to say. The first wolf of Yummy is going to pop out, and he should... Really, after the first game and how aggressive that first wolf was, he should be playing more defensively. He should know that sort of Afterstar's looking for blood with this first wolf, and he can defend it. But I guess the bigger problem in that scenario is he hasn't scouted. So I guess that's probably the intention of that wolf, is just to scout and find out what is going on. But obviously it's a pretty late scout. It's like a 2-minute scout. If he was going for like 3 den all in, you'd be in a little bit of trouble by now if you didn't work that out. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. You've got to get that wolf out of there. You don't want that surrounded. He's going to try and slip by, but he will take a bit of damage. The nice thing about this, though, is as much as he takes a bit of damage, he might actually lose this, but he will pull all of these wolves away, so they're not doing any aggression right now, and he has full warning to get up a tower or anything else he wants. You will see the expansion go down. Yep, there you go, sees it on the way. And he knows that first wolf is slightly faster. Not quite the Marion build, but pretty fast nonetheless. He's actually doing a pretty good job of juking. He might get out of it, but Afterstar looking to set up the deny. There we go, another wolf pops out. Bye bye, little wolf. If he... Oh, he doesn't get the hold. He doesn't get the hold position micro. He's going to keep chasing this wolf forever, but the attempt to kill this wolf, like, as much as it'll put him ahead in wolves, has just completely shut down his aggression. It's just not done anything. And we're already at 3 minutes. So... this wolf of Yummy is actually going to keep living on. But Yummy's actually stopped wolf production, which is a pretty big deal. He's down on wolves, he's about to be down on the second one if this wolf is going to go down. And he's going to throw down a fort again. But this time he doesn't have as much to defend it. He's trying to play even more greedy. But he's got 2 wolves against 4. That's never going to work. You're going to have to pull workers to deal with this, which is a bit frustrating. He should be able to hold, but it's just going to be a little bit annoying. Afterstar is also going to go fort of his own, but that is going to be a little bit behind. There we go, 1 wolf gets picked off at the back there. There's only 2 wolves here to defend. The third one pops out, but 3 wolves is not going to cut it unless more workers get pulled to deal with this. But Afterstar's looking for the surround on that backhand wolf, and he will... There we go, he gets the full scout. He knows entirely what's going on in his opponent's base. He's actually almost off the screen there. It's going to be a little bit annoying because he knows he can force an engagement anytime he likes. Yummy actually not grabbing another... There we go, grabs another wolf now, but that's pretty delayed. You could probably clear this up if you pulled workers, but oh, you might actually lose that wolf at the back there. That would be a pretty big deal. There you go. The workers are going to get surrounded again. They're going to try and micro back to the gold mine, and this hasn't done much. Yummy's fort is going to finish up, and Afterstar will back out. But all in all, this hasn't done the damage he really wanted. Afterstar is behind in his tech though, so that should make this a little bit more difficult, but only a tiny bit. You can see the gold mine count is basically completely even, like to within like 5 gold. So overall, Afterstar didn't get anything done. Interesting. Yummy going for just the one Dragon's Lair. I've got to assume there's a second one coming. Yeah, okay, there's the second one. You can't, even with upgrades, you can't afford to go 2v1 with dragons. Like, that's never gonna work. And the Dragon's Lairs of Afterstar are gonna kick into gear, but again, they're that tiny little bit behind, but nowhere near as behind as we saw Benny's. It's not gonna make that much difference. So once again, it is gonna come down to control. And Yummy is going to come in to scout this. He actually doesn't know that this Dragon Lair stuff is coming. He will find it out in a minute. And that won't really change his build. I'm honestly surprised no one's going for defense. But I can't remember. It's either attack or defense that means like basically nothing in terms of hits for dragons. I'll have to look that up later. I think it might be defense that might where they're going for the attack one. Look at me showing off how little I know. But I, of course, was the one who found the data, so I can be excused. He's going to get the full scout off in this main base. That's pretty sweet for him. And he'll even have seen how far done this upgrade is. He's going to try and keep it alive, but oh! Some nice little micro there from Afterstar. I think he did manage to hover that. He's going to try and poke in, and there's actually nothing really here to defend from Yummy, but the tower should deflect most of that. There we go, the wolf. Ooh. The wolf didn't see the second tech building. That's pretty interesting. But on the yeah, there we go. I was gonna say there's a third dragon nest, but I'm not quite right. So Yummy's dragons are gonna start slightly ahead, which will be nice for basically just taking map control and pressing them. Oh, nice pick up there from Yummy. Gets the quick surround. So Yummy will be able to take map control in a second here, just with his dragons. And the fort just picking up that wolf as a nice little freebie. Fort actually has 2 kills. This fort has no kills. Sad fort. So the second testing lab will be done in a second. And it's going to be a little bit of a passive game for a minute. But I really like the positioning here from Yummy. I think he should just like not grab that third base. He doesn't need it yet. You can do 2 base dragons pretty effectively. And just put as much pressure on as he can. The biggest issue... Whoa. Sorry. The big issue though for Yummy is this second tech lab. Or testing lab? I kind of want to call it a tech lab. Too much StarCraft 2 in my veins. But obviously that's going to cut into how many dragons he can build just a little bit. Although it hasn't made much of an effect just yet. There's 2 dragons up now for Afterstar. And same for Yummy. So all in all, they're basically dead even. It's basically been a mirror build here today. Which is pretty interesting. You might get a free wolf pick at the front. But the wolf will confirm that dragons are out. I'm not being psyched out with that. I'm sorry, I'm very tired apparently. And the first upgrade is going to kick in for both players in just a second. But in 1 minute after that, the +1/+1 is going to kick in for Afterstar. And Yummy is going to be in a lot of trouble. He's got his first 4 dragons out. And Afterstar will have the same. There we go. But Afterstar is going to have an opportunity here to push forward. That second upgrade is going to make a huge difference. Like, that extra set of hits. Oh, it's actually going to be +2, not +1/+1. Oh. Yeah, it's going to be +1/+2. I can't do numbers apparently. The upgrades are even right now. They're pretty soon going to be in Afterstar's favour, as I just completely fail my numbers. Ooh, Yummy with the... Oh, no, not quite a supply block. Looked like a supply block, but dragons just take a long time to spawn. There we go. And Yummy actually backing up for now. So neither player having done much, and time is in the favour of Afterstar. He's got a nice upgrade lead, and as long as he can hold on to that, he should be able to take this game pretty convincingly, unless Yummy can do something to say otherwise. Oh. So next attack upgrade is going to finish up there, and this is going to be +2/+1, +2/+1. So Yummy doing a good job of actually holding even on upgrades. Oh, but he's got the extra dragon out a little bit early. There you go, one more defensive one's going to pop out for Afterstar. And it's going to be +6 versus +6. Here comes the focus fire. Who has the better shots? And it looks like it's going to be Afterstar. Yummy actually not getting the focus fire that he wants. He will pick off a work of dragon first, though. And we will switch to the correct tab. There we go. It's pretty much a mess in here as more dragons fall left and right. Afterstar's losing so many right now. The focus fire from Yummy Blah Blah is really good. And it appears the extra upgrades haven't kicked in yet. They're kicking in about 20 seconds, but it's not going to be enough. Yummy Blah Blah takes an excellent fight here. Really nice. That tech just delaying his dragons a couple of seconds too long, and it's going to cost him the game. There we go. Afterstar does come in with another reinforcing dragon here, and he's going to try and take the fight. Afterstar says one volley of AoE. He must have got his dragons stacked there. And Yummy Blah Blah stamping his way through this tournament today. Absolutely fantastic. I'll be really surprised if he takes out Afterstar.